Welcome, coaches, motivational speakers, teachers, anybody that has great value to offer. Once again, coaches, ministers, trainers, motivational speakers, anybody that's sharing great value. Are you sharing it without getting paid or with getting paid very little? Well, if you give me a few minutes, in the next few minutes, I'm gonna share in this video a few key points of where you're at and where you should be so you can start making money for your content. Why? Because once again, I've seen a lot of people out there with great content, but they're not being monetized. And if they're being monetized, they're not making the money that they should be making or that they want to be making. So let's get started. My name is Ricardo, and in case you gotta go and you gotta get out of here or you're running, well, take a screenshot of this and go to elevateyourprofit.com to take you straight to get all the details of where I'm trying to take you and show you. In that way, you get the opportunity to maximize your content, like I said, and monetize as much as possible. So let's talk about the three key things that I want to share with you today. So first, great content isn't enough. And why do I say that? Once again, I've seen a lot of people with great content, but they're not making money. So obviously there is something missing. Well, what's missing is the right audience that is willing to pay you for your content, right? And once again, I've seen people with thousands of followers and a lot of likes, but let's be honest, guys, likes are not going to pay our bills. The followers are not gonna pay our bills, and unless the followers are paying us for our content, they're not gonna pay our bills. And I understand when we talk about giving value, giving free content, yes, but how long are we gonna give free content before we set up a strategy where we can start making money? So once again, if you're looking at this and you gotta go, then go to elevateyourprofit.com, and that way you can get all the details of what I'm trying to communicate in this short period of time. But now let's jump into the second one. The second point I want to talk about is let's get into monetization strategies that work. And let's get into that real quick, because when we talk about strategies, there is only very few for people that have great content. And I'm talking about whether you have perfected a skill and you want to share it with the world. I mean, I see a lot of people that are good with wood, like carpenters, and they're making their own content on carpentry, and they have enough followers that pay them, not just a bunch of followers that like to watch their videos, a bunch of followers that pay them. I see a lot of people that are teaching people how to be speakers, how to be public speakers. And once again, they're sharing a lot of great content, but until they get monetized, then it doesn't work, right? Because you're just giving out free value instead of making money with all the value that you're putting out there. So once again, monetization for the strategies that work is how can you monetize your content? Well, imagine having an opportunity to build a community, not just a channel, but a community where everybody that's interested in learning what you have and want to understand exactly what you're doing and how to, everything you're teaching goes into this community. This community now has tons of value from you daily, weekly. You can control that. But imagine being able to charge $2 or $3 per person, maybe $5 per person. It's something that is very affordable. It's something that anybody that's willing to learn what you're teaching, whether it's fitness, nutrition, how to build a boat, carpentry, any kind of vocation or education or training that you want to offer, instead of just throwing it out there for a bunch of likes and a bunch of followers that eventually are gonna make you very little money. Now you have a community where everybody that comes in is chasing you for your value. You're charging them a very low amount a month, maybe $5 a month. But imagine this, guys, when you have 1,000 followers, when you have 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers in that community, now everybody paying you $5 a month, it adds up pretty quick. Because imagine having a few thousand followers, let's say 3,000 followers times 5, that's $15,000 a month just for having them in that community. Now all your content and all the great things that you want to share are being heard by people that value what you have, and that's what you want. You don't want 1 million followers if a bunch of those followers are just likes and liking your content. We want followers that can give you monetization, right? And this is just one of the strategies that I can share with you. Now, the third thing is look for an automated income with a smart system. Now, what do I mean by that? And once again, if you gotta go, guys, I know it's been a few minutes. ElevateYourProfit.com. Take a screenshot and go check it out. But the smart system, the automated system for money that I'm talking about is exactly that. With what I have to share with you guys, you get an opportunity to create your content one time, to have your content in a loop, if you will, just to give it a name. But you create it one time and you make money constantly. Now, not only by having a community and charging thousands of people $5 a month, which is pretty affordable once again for your content, but imagine having this system that now you've created this special value courses or this special value content, and now you post it on your community and you say, okay guys, Saturday afternoon I'm going to go and give you guys this master class. Let's say you're teaching music or you're teaching yoga or whatever it is that you're teaching, and you say, and I'm going to give you some key elements of all the stuff that I've been sharing. This is next level stuff. It's going to be 2 hours intensive, and it's going to be $99. $99 one time. Couple hours, boom. Now imagine you got 3,000 people in the community that we were talking about, and let's say 500 people say, I want what this guy's got, because this guy, he's sharing good stuff. So imagine if he's gonna give us 2 intensive hours instead of 5-minute videos or 2-minute videos. Now he's gonna give us 2 intensive hours. I can't imagine what he's gonna share. Well, guess what, guys? You do the video one time for 2 hours. You bring those 500 people, and let's not even get crazy. You know, let's bring 500 people at $99 a pop. Then you're talking $50,000, right? Just like that. Why? Because everybody that came in was willing to pay you $99, and you know, it adds up pretty quick. Now, you might say, well, what does the automated system do for me? Well, anybody else moving forward that says, hey man, I missed that, I wish I would have joined and watched it, man, you go, no problem. You send them the link, they go see your 2-hour masterclass, and you still charge them $99. I mean, that's what an automated system does. And like I said, that's just a minimal example of what I can share with you on just the tip of the iceberg of what you can get by going ElevateYourProfit.com. And once again, if you're already doing great and you don't need any of this, then congratulations. But if you're a coach, a motivational speaker, a trainer, somebody that has an idea, some value, and you just haven't figured out a way to monetize it, then it's worth looking at this. I'll tell you real quick to wrap it up a little bit about my story. I worked in construction for almost 30 years, so I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what's working for me now. Now, thank God, we found this automated system. We started learning it, training with it, because they give us daily coaching, daily training. And make story short, in less than 3 months, we've made over $31,000, which is great. And now, because we are marriage mentors, my wife and I, we love people. We love to help couples go into their highest level of relationships. You know, then we created coaching. We created content that these people are willing to pay us for. And once again, you don't have to charge a lot of money. You charge $30 a month. And people that see the value, they pay for it. You know, now we're adding financial services. We're adding our cruise club, because we have a cruise club that we are part of, where we've traveled to over 30 countries, and we're teaching people how to travel for less. And just to give you an idea of what we're doing with this system. So once again, if you got content, great stuff to share, and the world needs to know, but you haven't figured out how to monetize it, then elevateyourprofit.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. Now, if you got questions, you want anything to share, send it to me. Text me, email me. There's my link on the description, and I would love to talk to you. But once again, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you it's working for me. And if you're willing to take your content to the world, then this can work for you as well. God bless you, and see you on the next one.